My diagnosis with hepatitis happened when I was a teenager. I went to a clinic at the Alfred Hospital and the social worker pulled us into an office and just very kind of quietly mumbled that sometime in the last 5 years I had contracted hepatitis C.
In 2010, I'd had a little bit of ill health. My doctor ordered a endoscopy. From that, they referred me to a liver specialist. She discovered that my liver function test was very high. So that was when I was young. I was dabbling in IV drugs. So I did the further testing to find out if I had viral hepatitis. Sure enough, I had it.
I just learned that I contracted hepatitis, and my GP asked me to come once a year to have a blood test done. I just lived my life as usual, eating the same thing, doing the same thing, so nothing to improve my liver disease.
The diagnosis was very wishy-washy. There wasn't any resources given to me, just a basic understanding of what it is. You'd always hear it talked about in the same kind of breath as HIV and AIDS. How I navigated it, I could put this down to one word, is badly. I just assumed the worst, which is that I've got a highly communicable, transmittable, infectious disease. I was really unclear about how I was supposed to engage with people or if I could share food with people, physical contact with people. I felt very removed from everybody.
I didn't have much understanding or education on it. Around 10 years plus, when my viral level gone right up quite high, and my GP recommended that she'll send me to hospital, to see a hepatitis specialist. Since year 2017, I've been connected with Hepatitis Victoria, now Liver Well, and learning more about liver disease, hepatitis B. As I learn more, I become more confident in my liver health and how to take care of it.
The two big heavy hitter, viruses of the late 20th century. We've got HIV/AIDS, and we've got hepatitis C, and the most broad form of discrimination in the simplest terms is that HIV is a disease for homosexuals and hepatitis is a junkie disease.
There's a lot of stigma and discrimination, old-fashioned view to think that alcoholics live in parks and all drug addicts are robbing your house.
I've come to understand the prejudices that you get if people assume that you do represent that. And yeah, boy, oh boy, are you treated differently. And it's really disgusting. We have structural discrimination that is real and that exists and that has real consequences to people. If I can challenge and demolish anyone's assumptions about what a person with hepatitis is or isn't, hopefully that's a way of tackling stigma and discrimination.
I heard stories like they go to see their GP and the doctor turned them away. I also heard people with cultural background lock themselves in the room so they're not passing the germs to their family members, or too ashamed to talk that they have liver disease or hepatitis. Everyone should have an open mind and have some grace and understanding, some kindness in their heart. We need to get rid of stigma and discrimination against people, like myself and people living with liver disease.
You don't know a person's full circumstances, and you shouldn't have to. What matters is testing and treatment, and if not a cure, then sustained and ongoing medical intervention that helps prolong and improve a person's health and life. I had an effective cure, this interferon. I ended up taking that 6 years later, and that worked for me.
I'd heard about direct-acting antivirals that were coming into the market, so I took the cure in 2016 and I was cured in a month, and it was amazing. It's like I'd been half asleep for, quite a few years.
If I could give advice to anyone who's just found out they have hepatitis, it would be, just keep asking questions and find the answers you want. You've got access to medical treatment that works.
I feel very blessed to empower myself and empower the community by raising awareness. If anyone has the information, like myself, it's up to us to share it with the community, because it's only ignorance that causes fear.
To the community of the people suffering from hepatitis, liver disease, be brave, don't be a victim, go and learn more of what you're going through. Medical professionals, show some compassion, be kind, find out, be curious. Do they understand what I'm telling them as a doctor? Do they know the seriousness of it? If they can do that, that's wonderful.